Hello. Hmm. Yeah.
On your game again, all day, every day. It gets annoying. That's all you do. You do little things, but for the most part, that's what you do. You're gonna have a hard time fucking doing anything else in life. Seriously.
All right.
Just saying. You can't get away with that game for more than fucking an hour.
Well, everybody, that was my dad. Um, what a guy, right? What a guy. It's all jokes, I guess, you know. This is my last run that I recorded. What a guy, right? Anyway, you know, last time I talked about a small issue, and as you can hear from the beginning of this video, that was the issue. That's how he is every day. At least most of the time, you know. People get him in a bad mood, and he takes it out on everybody else because he thinks he's righteous. And well, I live with him. I try to make things simple, but, you know, things can never be. No, not my dad. No. It's hard to watch your mom cry because of, you know, things that happen around you. The constant arguing that you hear every day, you know, it does get tiring. One person says, "Oh, I'm so sick of it. I'm so tired of it." Yet, it wouldn't happen if you never bring it up. Things that you could do yourself to fix it, you don't. And I guess it can go the same way for the person I'm also talking about. You know, if you want something done so badly, you do anything to get it, right? You do anything. I don't know. Let's say you'd rather you'd kill for it, or you know. The point I'm trying to make here is that you do anything to make it happen. Literally, I said that over and over again because what else would you do? Sit there and complain about why it's not getting done? Or would you wait for someone else to do it for you? Sounds pretty familiar, you know. But I digress. I love my parents. And, you know, I'm not saying my childhood or my growing up was tough. No, it was handed to me. And I kind of hate it. I don't like that it was handed to me. I wish my life was harder. So I can want things and work for things easier. And sadly, I'm 19 years old still learning that. And then getting in arguments about stupid shit sometimes, right? You know, it's not so stupid at the end of the day, you know. And then I have people like him, you know, the man you heard before, that, you know, I do this every day, and I sit on my ass, and I don't do anything productive yet, you know. He's only saying that to get a rise out of me. I'm pretty sure, you know, if you're watching this, you've had someone that was like that. They're only saying that to piss you off, so what? You can hang out with them or something? Like, why would anybody want to do that? Be honest. He expects me to push it down and just be like, oh, yeah, you know, my good old dad, right? What a joke. I say that while playing this game. Sitting here proving his point, I guess. Anything to make him feel better. But what do I know? It's not like I've lived with them for 10 fucking years. It's not like I've heard every argument under the goddamn sun. So, what gives? I ask him that sometimes. I go, what gives? Do you get some enjoyment out of this? Are you happy? And he tells me, oh, I'm not happy, son, and oh, this and that, and your mother this, and oh, well, I don't know what to say to you anymore. I mean, I understand you guys don't know my life personally. I get that. I'm not saying like, oh yeah, here, understand this. I just want to talk about it. I'd rather talk about it here on YouTube than to fucking chat GPT or worse, right? I don't think anybody's ever done that. And if you have, then I'm sorry for you. Because, shit, it's the only kind of venting you get. And of all places for me to do it on YouTube, I don't know if it's a mistake or if I need it. I can't tell. But I'm happy to make content. I always wanted to when I was a little kid, you know. I always wanted to put myself out there, but somehow be afraid of everything. Having stage fright every day of your life and not knowing what to do a lot of the time and having to be told the same thing over and over again, it does get annoying. I understand that much. I have comprehension issues. There's times where things just don't click, and there's times where I'm the best understanding person in the world. I just don't get it. I go, oh, it's not my choice, you know, not my fault. But it is. At least I assume so, because I don't want to play the boohoo crybaby game, because God, at last I'll hear of that. I guess I just can't figure it out sometimes. Either I do a lot and, you know, I get to live in this nice house and have food in my stomach and have clothes on my back, and I get complained at, which is nice, you know. I don't say nothing. At least to his face, you know. I don't say, like, oh, why are you like this? Why are you doing this? Why are you like that? You know, there's no point. It's useless. Trying to talk to someone who's just, you know, like, looking at you like, what are you going to do about it, right? Well, you know, just because you're bigger than me or bigger than anybody, just because, you know, just because you're a big person in general, doesn't mean you should push others around because you fucking feel like it. I know it's a hard pill to fucking swallow for you to, you know, sit there and not fucking be prideful or be a dickhead. I bet it's the hardest thing in the damn world for you to comprehend. Wait, did I play? Sorry. I thought I played clubs already. The point I'm trying to make is nobody should be like the way my dad is. He tells me constantly all the time, you think people are gonna fucking be like anything else in the world? They're gonna be just like me? I go, no, they're not, because people can change. People can be better. You don't. You choose to sit here and wallow in your own sadness and not fix it. And then when a problem arises, you rather fucking argue than fix the problem. And it's just like, look, man, like, he tells me, like, oh, son, I gave up. I don't know what to do anymore. Like, what do you mean? You've always had a plan, you know? He always says, oh, make it work. I'm a man and I'm gonna make it work, you know? But then you come fucking coming to me and shit. And I lost, by the way. I'm pretty sure I did. Let me see, hold on. I was too busy complaining about my my life that I didn't fucking check that my score was too low. It's okay. We can always try again. See, that's the thing between me and, you know, the difference, at least, between me and my dad is that, you know, I can at least know that there's good in things, even when it's bad. I've made mistakes, terrible ones. Looked at things I shouldn't have looked at, or, you know, just said things to people and hurt their feelings and possibly changed their life. But you know what? At least at the end of the day, I got a hold of them. I apologized, and I didn't wallow in it. I didn't sit there and go, oh, it's your fault. You're the reason why I'm like this. I don't wallow in my past. Sure, you can pull from your past and have an idea of what you're doing. Like, hey, let's not do this again because fucking, this could happen. I can understand that. But he would rather pull from the past and then just go, oh yeah, you're always going to be like this, instead of thinking that someone can change, which is pretty stupid. Don't you think? Can't you agree? Like, you can definitely be the same person but change the way you do things. But no, not according to my dad. You're always going to be the same person. Always. There's never getting any better. There's just a same old looping pattern. Oh, your pattern is this, so you're going to constantly do that. Like, no, I can be a better person and change. But no, it just won't ever work like that. And that's why getting to my dad is, or yeah, just, I guess, just getting to him is just the hardest part. Because I've never met anybody else like him. Even his own family. Or my family, I guess I would say. Because, I am a stepson after all. But that's not the point. I'm not trying to pull like a, oh, well, yeah, kind of thing. I'm just, it's what I got. Playing games and keeping to myself. And obviously I'm not good at it. That doesn't mean I won't try to be. And that's why I'm happier than he is. Maybe that's a lie. Maybe I'm just as miserable because I'm ranting on YouTube and on the internet about my sorry ass dad. I'm not saying he's a completely bad person. He's done great things for me and my family, He's, like my grandmother and my mother, He's done amazing things, like, take me in for fuck's sake when I didn't have nowhere else to be. But, it's like, here, let me save your life, but then make you fucking regret it later. Like, why? What's the point? Like, oh, because that's how the world's gonna be. Well, it doesn't always have to be that way, There could be a better outlook. You can look towards the sun and be happier. Why did I do that? I'm a fucking idiot. Hopefully I'll get a blueprint or something. I won't. That's actually not bad at all. Right here. This is actually really good. It'll compensate for my fuck up. See, and I make mistakes, but what did I do? I fixed it. I just proved my own point right there. See? It's fine, right? Could have been worse. Could have been way, way worse. But, it wasn't. I managed to pull my head out of my ass and fix it. And if I post this complete thing, you might just be like, oh, why'd you put that up there? Well, maybe because people need to hear how you are. Maybe I can show you this video later in your life and be like, you realize how how bad you had it, right? How badly you treated people for no fucking reason because what, you're upset? It's stupid. I know. And and a hard thing about learning how to do YouTube is, don't make your videos too long. And don't switch the subject, even though I've switched it multiple times now. I'm sorry for that, by the way. I'm just, a lot's going on. And I'm trying my best to make content and be happy. And that's not hard to ask for, right? Let me try to talk about something that's not negative, right? What's the best thing to put on a sandwich? Maybe turkey, or maybe honey mustard or something? Nah, that's fucking nasty. That's gross. What am I thinking? Actually, well, I guess it depends. Because you could put, like, like, let's say chicken tenders on some bread and have yourself a nice little honey mustard chicken sandwich kind of thing, I guess, It's not the worst in the world. Excuse me. Could definitely be worse. Maybe world? Nope. $41 is okay. So it's $82, I think. Unless I can't do math. I'm sorry. P.S. I can't do math at all. I graduated high school with a D- in math. So, say what you want about me. I'm a fucking idiot. And I'm not trying to say that as like, oh, poor me, woe is me kind of thing too. Like, I'm just saying that like, cause it's just funny. It's kind of funny how I graduated like that. And I guess I'm ending this recording early. So, see you later.